Today we've got two football teams who are going after the same thing, simply one more win in the MIAA. For UCMathletics.com, I'm Katie Smith coming to you from Joplin, Missouri. Today's game is the Central Missouri Mules against the Missouri Southern Lions, and both teams have 2-2 records, so whoever wins gets that one notch up above 500. Homecoming for Missouri Southern on Saturday, October 4th. There weren't many questions about what kind of offense the Mules would face coming into this game because the Lions lead the MIAA in rushing offense and are last in pass offense. Missouri Southern throws a kink in that ground game quickly, though, using a pass on the second play from scrimmage to get more than 50 yards. Then the ground game helps the Lions go 75 yards in 5 plays in the opening possession of the game. Home team is on the board first in the first 3 minutes as Jerez Forshu carries the ball 12 yards into the end zone. Lions take the lead, 7-0. Mules have to punt, then Southern eats up 9 minutes on the clock from the 22-yard line. Forshu runs in another touchdown with less than a minute in the opening quarter. Missouri Southern leads 14-0. The Central Missouri ground game is just as powerful as Southern's, especially when LaVance Taylor has the ball. Second play on the ensuing drive, Taylor shakes off a few defenders and then just flat out sprints past the rest. 62-yard touchdown run for Taylor. Mules cut into the lead 14-7 with 25 seconds on the clock. Moving into the second quarter, Southern looking to punt, but the punter drops the ball. UCM's Travion Vaughn drops him at the 15-yard line. One play is all the Mules need from there. Hayden Hawk to Cullen Rosine. The PAT fails, though, at the 13:29 mark of the second quarter. Missouri Southern holds a slim lead, 14-13. The Lions also put up a field goal, so it's 17-13 now. Hawk has to scramble on the next drive. He throws, but it's picked off by Michael Burks, and Southern gets the ball back. The home team takes advantage. Michael Nelson carries in a touchdown with about 1:30 left until halftime. Missouri Southern leads Central Missouri 24-13 and takes that into the locker room. Third quarter now, Mules looking at second down and 10 from the Southern 29. Hawk throws the ball deep, but this turns out as another interception for Burks. Southern making its own mistakes, though. Nelson takes the pitch, but UCM's Connor Smith forces a fumble, recovers the ball at the Lions' 32-yard line. Mules capitalize on the turnover with a 27-yard field goal off the foot of Will Mondragon. With about 6 minutes left in the third, UCM trails 24-16. Missouri Southern responds here, marching down to the 2-yard line where Forshu finishes off the drive. Lions lead 31-16. Third quarter clock runs out, and then we head to the fourth. Mules get great starting position inside the 50 and finish off this drive. Hawk takes the snap, sees a hole to the right side, runs the ball across the line. Garrett Fugate gets the 2-point conversion afterwards, and it's suddenly a one-possession game, 31-24. Southern punts away its next possession. UCM goes 63 yards in 5 plays. At the 18, Hawk to Kyle Eccles. He's in the end zone. Extra point is good. 5 minutes left in the game, and the Mules tie it up 31-31. Next drive, Lions trying to make up ground at 3rd and 12 from their own 38, but the Mules' Austin Miller brings down QB Scott Lathrop. Central gets the ball back. The Mules can't score in the last 2 minutes. Southern gets one more chance with 45 seconds on the clock, but the Lions can't get it done either, so we are headed to overtime. Central Missouri wins the toss, wants to defend. Missouri Southern with the ball first, but the Mule defense stops that run. Lions try the other side, handoff to Nelson. He fumbles the ball at the 10-yard line. UCM's Kadarius Green falls on it. Mules crush Southern's chance to score. When it's Central's turn, the offense gets down to the 16-yard line. 4th down here, and Mondragon lines up for a 33-yard field goal. Let's watch this play out. It is good. Central Missouri beats Missouri Southern in Joplin in overtime, 34-31.
After he goes in, I mean, just celebrate, that's it. Celebrate with the team. They got me down there, that's it.
For a split second, you're not sure if you won or not. It's like you mentioned, we haven't had an overtime game here, and just coming from so far behind. I mean, the play that gets overlooked is Garrett Fugate converting that 2-point play there. Now all of a sudden, you got that. That's obviously a very difficult play in football, and so you got that out of the way. And so that was huge, but when it comes down to the last 6 minutes like that, and then you finally win. It's for a second there you go, we just won the game.
In the final stats, Levance Taylor outrushed all of the individual Lions players with 120 yards on 18 carries. Justice McMullen had 4 catches for 56 yards, and Hayden Hawk went 23 of 33 in the air for 202 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Well, you know, anytime you get a win, you're happy, but, you know, obviously this is a very dramatic way to do it. We knew the challenges we faced coming into this place and the style of offense and defense they play, and you know, we would have taken a 3-2 win or whatever, you know, coming down here. This is a very dangerous team. It's a team that, you know, they do what they do very well, and we were obviously having a lot of difficulty containing their quarterback most of the game, and we finally did in the last quarter or so. And you know, just got to give a lot of credit to our kids for, you know, hanging in there and just battling. And defensive coaches did a good job of adjusting at halftime, and really paid off for us down the stretch. I think our conditioning did too. I think our kids are really in good shape.
With the way Missouri Southern runs the ball, the Lions dominated time of possession, holding the field for 40 minutes to UCM's 20. But the Mules held the Lions scoreless in the fourth quarter while scoring 15 points themselves to send the game to overtime.
Well, it's just something that, you know, we've had a lot of opportunity to build mental toughness here. You know, unfortunately, we've lost our share of close games, and you know, sometimes that can crush you, and you know, that's why I'm probably the most proud of our kids, is because, you know, the first game of the year, that was a ridiculous way to lose the game. You know, those things are really gut punches, and for them to, you know, had they been a group that sat around and felt sorry for themselves or pointed fingers or this or that, they never would have won a game like we won today. So that's probably the best thing about it is yeah, it's a great win, and but from what they've endured the last couple of years and some of the games they've lost, for them to just you know, keep the faith and keep swinging, keep slugging, and come out on top on a game like this it's a beautiful thing to see, really.
Central Missouri is now 3-2 on the season and in MIAA games. That puts the Mules over 500 and in a 4-way tie for 4th place in the conference standings.
It was the hump, and to get there is a very difficult, you know, opponent to try to do that, because, you know, going in, if they're executing pretty well on offense, you're just simply not going to get that many tries for your offense. And we ran 18 or 19 plays in the first half, and you know, it's the points are hard to come by when you're not running that many plays. And so, you know, our defense got some stops down the stretch, and you know, that's what got us to where we are.
This is the first time in the reign of head coach Jim Sabota that the Mules have taken a game to overtime, and the Mules win it here in Joplin against Missouri Southern. First overtime win of the season, first overtime win for Coach Sabota, and definitely the most exciting win so far in 2014. For UCMathletics.com, I'm Katie Smith.